Looked like you had the response you wanted through the first period, then the second period you got the goals. Could you sense anything going off the rails there?
No, just things got compounded. You know, we lose a stick in the first goal, we don't recover. It's a poor angle shot, but a good shot. So you got to get your game back together. We take some penalties. It seemed like we took a lot of marginal penalties tonight. We didn't kill them. Same, you know, Detroit, we had those issues. You know, not great penalties we took. Guys throwing pucks into the middle of the ice. So we're going to have to sit down and address the penalty kill in those situations, how we broke down and get better in that area. Now all of a sudden they got life and they're coming. Their goalie, to me, made terrific one save after another down there. So you get your chance to sort of, you know, because they're opening up, we're getting a chance to now extend our lead, or, you know, sort of calm things down by, there's two ways you're going to calm things down. You're going to score a goal because they're coming at you and gambling all over the ice, or you're going to defend better, and we did neither. Having said that, I do give their goalie a lot of credit for coming in cold. I mean, we missed open nets in the power play. He made some great saves. We hit a crossbar. So now, you know, doubt creeps into your mind, like, you know, is this really happening? But this is a team that's closed out games for years, and the last goal to me is, put everything else aside, is disappointing. You know, we get beat one-on-one off the rush. Wingers circling out of the scoring area, knowing that the game's on the line. I could sit here and argue that, you know, the guy's holding Bergie's stick, he can't clear the puck at the end, but we didn't. Structurally, we were bad on that last goal. That's the disappointing part to me. That's when we're usually rock solid.
Do you leave that game thinking that they passed up opportunities to shoot?
Well, I know Charlie Coyle did late. It was the obvious one. I'd like to see him, you know, go for the dagger there. He's point blank. Listen, we've had this discussion with Charlie, right? This isn't the first time it's brought up, to, you know, be selfish, shoot the puck more. So it'll be brought up again, but it's done now. It's his call on the ice. He's been in the league a long time. So we'll just encourage him to be more of a goal scorer there.
Bruce, you might have already hit on this, but you didn't get the lead right away, but did you like the way the team came out? It just looked to me like guys had a lot of battle in their game to start with contesting pucks and staying with it and being patient.
Yeah, we gave up nothing in the first period, right? So part of it is you're playing against a good offensive team. You know, I think our numbers match up evenly in that, you know, offensively, but defensively our numbers are better. So let's play to our strength, and that's how the game was going. You know, it was a tight checking, and, you know, eventually we broke through there in the second period. So yeah, I liked it better. I mean, we weren't dominating by any means, but one of our goals was to be better defensively. That's how you get out of winless streaks or losing streaks or whatever, by staying in the game, and we did that very well, but we didn't finish. Unfortunately, but the start was fine. We built on it.
The choices of Wagner and McAvoy in the shootout, that's just what you were talking about, you know, not having much success and changing things.
Yep, you know, again, Bob has information on that. One thing Bob suggested, you know, we're going to use Wagner. He's was maybe more shooters than dekers against this goalie coming in. Charlie scored in the shootout shooting. You know, we put Coyle in and recommended shooting. Pasta tends to like the deke, so that's why we went away from him. He's been a little bit cold lately in the shootout, so give some other guys an opportunity that we feel can finish. Charlie McAvoy definitely has, but did not.
Zach's been good since he's been up from Providence. Just how do you feel for him to be out the way that he was?
Yeah, unfortunately, like, you know, he's trying to get a foothold on a job here while guys are injured, and he's been doing a good job for us. But it's a bit of what's going on here lately. You know, it seems like we're losing forwards this year. Last year was defensemen, and, you know, we'll have to rely on someone else to come in the lineup and do the job. And like I said, he's played well for us, played hard. So you want him to, you know, stay healthy and put his best foot forward and get every opportunity. But it's hockey sometimes. Hopefully he's not, you know, doing too poorly or too badly, and be able to, you know, get back in there when he's healthy.
You have any sense right now that it could be long term, or you have any sense right now?
No, they told me left lower body. You know, looked like a knee injury, and that he wouldn't return. So typically I don't get it unless the guy's like completely gone. I don't get any updates on what the X-ray showed or didn't show. It's more, is he available to me tonight or not? If he isn't, then I'll get more of an update now or tomorrow morning.
Bruce, is it concerning to you at all that happened with the Penguins, happened tonight? You have, multiple goal leads, and they slip away pretty fast, actually.
Yeah, I got to be concerned. It's the strength of our team to close out games. I think we had a perfect record, but we had a lead going into the third period. It's a trademark of this team. So yeah, it is a concern. Part of it's goaltending, part of it's staying out of. Listen, we talk about how do teams get back into the game when they're behind. You mismanage pucks by giving them odd man rushes. You take penalties by putting them on the power play. We did a little bit of both. You don't tighten up and protect the slot because typically D are activating. So if you take care of that, you're going back the other way and you have a chance to sort of finish the job. We didn't do any of those things very well.
You talked about early that, in your time here, you've been able to lock down games. The league shut down 15 years ago. They came back with the new rules specifically for this, that you couldn't lock a game away with, trapping up the middle, left wing locks. So, do you have less of a toolkit to get a rein on it? In this?
Well, you're seeing more comebacks, because I think if you're going back 15 years, my opinion would be they didn't call penalties that much in the third period. They got on the power play twice on. I don't know what Wagner did down there. I still don't know. To me, he won a puck battle. He's putting it on the net, and all of a sudden he's in the box. So the Crowley one's a hook. They call them. Sometimes they do, sometimes. So you didn't see as many power play opportunities in the third period. It was rare. Teams are built to come back much more offensive defensemen in the game now to join the rush to make it a 4-and-5. Look at Yandel scores, Ekblad scores, so he didn't have the makeup of the team as offensive minded. So I think it had something to do with personnel, the way the game was called. Opening up the red line obviously probably allows you to stretch out a little more. So there's a bunch of different reasons why. It's not the first time. You see it happen throughout the league a lot. Shouldn't happen to us. I'm not making any excuses or trying to sell you a line of crap here. I'm just telling you that we typically are able to play through that stuff and get it done. And we didn't, and it's going to sting for a few days, but maybe it'll be a good motivating factor going into Toronto and then playing Washington. We've got two strong teams coming up, so hopefully our guys have a bit of burn, and in the saddle and want to get back in the win column, kind of how we did the first 40 minutes.
Thanks, everyone. Welcome to the